And I say hello to Simon Hala, or Simon Hala from Wombats. He is the head of property development there, and you are in Vienna.
Correct. Hello.
How are you today?
I'm good. I'm good. Same as in the last 8 weeks at home, and I'm doing good. How are you?
But I believe Austria is opening up, and you will be going to restaurants soon, and a slight normalization is setting in. Is that correct?
Yes, I think we're quite lucky here in Austria. At the end of this week, cafes and restaurants will be open for indoor dining again, and yeah, hotels are coming at the end of the month, and with them opening or us opening, yeah, we will be. I always say we'll be back to our new normal.
The new normal, correct. Whatever that may be. I mean, that's changing, I think, when the prognosis of that is changing on a daily basis. Simon, Wombats, you are one, if not the prime operator of hostels. Is that correct? Or will you give us an idea of who you are? Who is Wombats?
Of course. Thank you for calling us the prime operator. I think it always sounds nice if somebody who's not getting paid by Wombats is also referring to us like that. Yes, Wombats is with 21 years now. Started in 1999 in Vienna. One of the first, if not the first, operators of this today's hostel definition, where you have a mix between private rooms and dorm rooms, where you have highest quality standards in terms of service, cleanliness, and where, yeah, I think where the combination between this incredible, unique atmosphere of hosteling meets very good quality standards that you were previously only used to from the hotel industry.
Right. Now tell me, in this horrid times that we're living through, all your properties are closed, right?
Yes, currently all our properties are closed.
Social distancing is the new word. You know, we're supposed to be apart from one another. The hostel concept is one of being together, not cramped, because I mean, I've been to one of your places, I had a look. It's certainly not cramped, but it's a lot closer than some people would think. What does that do to your concept? How will you adjust? Do you need to adjust? What are your, everybody's making plans now. What are your plans to live with a new normal, and hopefully it will be a temporary new normal?
Obviously, we need to adjust in that sense, where there are simply measurements taken by governments that require us to adjust, and also health standards that make it necessary to adjust in that sense, that we want to, or we do provide spaces that that give young people, travelers, and people young at heart, a place for incredible experiences, and to meet others, and to share something that's very special, and that's a wonderful thing, and that's those travel experiences. And obviously our concept took this concept to the sharing economy, where you simply are closer to each other than you are maybe at a regular hotel. And in that sense, we need to adapt. I don't want to call it we need to change, because I think it's temporary, and I think we need to adapt to this new reality, where, of course, for individual travelers, we will not be able to put 8 people into an 8-bed dorm. We will obviously reduce one bunk bed to one person, so that the distance can be kept. But we also want to remain within our culture and identity, and that's providing a space for people. And I think especially when those temporary and currently necessary measurements have gone by, that the need and and the wish for going back to a social interaction will be even higher and will be even more appreciated as before. Most of the things were taken for granted.
Right. Now, when we last met, I think it was in December in Vienna, you were talking about a pipeline that you built up, being the head of property development. You know, that's your job, and you were very good at it. How is that being affected by the recent happenings? And you know, you work with investors, you work with people who need to put money into the project, and what's their sentiment, and how do you put their mind at ease that what you told me just now, or told us just now, is actually going to happen?
I think, if we're honest, everybody can feel it already. Anybody who's spent the last 8 weeks, or how many weeks, I think even if you only spend 4 weeks in isolation, you already feel the urge for social
Break out.
Yes, I mean, I found this time also very interesting and wonderful to spend that much time with my wife. I have never spent that much time with my wife ever before.
And you're still married.
And we're still married. I think we have a better relationship than ever before. We've had wonderful conversations, wonderful meals together that we cook together. That's something that hardly ever happened before. No. So I think everyone, or the majority of people, does know internally that the desire of humankind is social interaction. We are social beings, and this will come back. This will not change forever.
So right now, the properties that are open but not open, if you know what I mean, they're not currently open. Where are they located again? Tell me where you've got now.
We have two hostels in Vienna, one in Budapest, one in London, and one in Mestre Venice.
Right. And the pipeline that you can talk about, because I'm sure there are some that you are negotiating and talking, but they're not really on the map as yet. Which ones can you speak about?
Well, we are in the construction of our second Munich hostel. I forgot Munich right before. Sorry to everybody from our Munich staff. And we're in the construction of that, which will hopefully open next year. And afterwards, we have pre-signed in Salzburg, in Prague, and Milan. Obviously, haven't signed rental contracts there yet. So the situation is a bit different for each project. We are still very convinced of each project. We usually do not even pre-sign anything where we don't feel like this is a sustainable, reasonable, and fantastic project for Wombats. We're quality driven, not quantity driven. And obviously the overall insecurity has changed. And I think that's the main point, that most projects are on hold to some extent, some more, some less, but to some extent a new uncertainty has come along that I think we are responsible to ourselves and to the industry and everyone involved to find solutions for that uncertainty. For one, this uncertainty is rather on a timely scale, where simply we don't know how the markets are going to recover, knowing that we're facing a recession and still will be facing health issues, but also knowing that there are scenarios where suddenly the global demand breaks in, and I don't think anybody has any contract where that is prepared for such a scenario.
Correct.
And that's, I think that's the beautiful challenges of today, that we have incredible chances to again improve as an industry, as operators, and I think also as human beings, to a sense where, I think there's a lot that we can learn as a society and as human beings from this time. And that's. that's where we
I was
want
about to
develop.
ask you for an upside, for a positive note, and you already given it to me without being asked for it. It is time that we learn. It's time that we listen. We listen to you. We thank you for your time to allow us to listen. I send kind regards to Vienna, and good luck with the reopening eventually, hopefully very, very soon, and of course the projects in the pipeline. Simon Hala, thank you so much for your time, and look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you very much.